Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another Magic Arena Explorer video. So today we're going around the tracks of trying to make the Huntsman's Redemption work. So this is a new saga from Wilds of Eldraine. So it's a 3-mana enchantment saga. The first chapter says create a 3/3 green beast creature token. Chapter 2 is you may sacrifice a creature. If you do, search your library for a creature or basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. And chapter 3, up to 2 target creatures each get +2/+2 and gain trample until end of turn. So we are running it in another vehicles deck, but this one is Selesnya Vehicles. So we have a number of cards which kind of synergize well with the Huntsman's Redemption. So specifically Voice of Resurgence. So the 2/2 for 2 that whenever the opponent casts a spell during your turn or when it dies, you create a green and white elemental creature token with this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of creatures you control. So this is a nice synergy of being able to trigger chapter 2, sacrifice the Voice of Resurgence, get a token out of it, and then go and get whatever it is we particularly want on that turn. And so the rest of the deck is broadly around the kind of Selesnya Vehicles lists that we've seen before. So we've got 4 Elvish Mystic and 4 Llanowar Elves, not a surprise there. But we're also running 2 copies of Giant Killer and 2 Portable Hole as our kind of early removal, and a bit later, if we need to destroy creatures with big power, then we can use the Giant Killer. And we've also running 1 copy of Scavenging Ooze in the main deck, just as a little bit of incidental graveyard hate. Then the 3-drop slot is where a lot of the power is, so we're running 4 copies of Lovestruck Beast, not a surprise, very powerful creature, 5/5 for 3 that often comes with a 1/1 attached, and is very good at kind of crewing our vehicles, having such high power itself. Then we've got the Huntsman's Redemption, obviously. We're running 1 copy of Archon of Emeria in the main deck, just to kind of slow any opponents down who are looking to kind of cast lots of spells in one turn. So thinking of sort of Phoenix decks, Humans decks, that kind of thing. Redane, which is an anti-control deck, makes all of the opponent's non-creature expensive spells cost more. And then Tranquil Frillback, which is a kind of utility card, which allows us to, when it enters the battlefield, we can pay green up to 3 times, and destroy an artifact or enchantment, exile a graveyard, or gain 4 life. And so there is a kind of toolboxy element to this deck. So we are running 1 copy of each of these, and we're also 1 copy of Yasharn, and 1 copy of Elishnorn, and 1 copy of Steel Seraph, because we are able to potentially go and get whatever it is we need from that list, with the Chapter 2 of the Huntsman's Redemption. So that's always worth bearing in mind, that you might think, oh, 1 copy, we're not going to draw these very often, but we do have a kind of toolbox element to the deck. And then we're also running the vehicles package, so four copies of a Seeker's Chariot, Cat's vehicle, and then 1 copy of Sky Sovereign as well, the 6/5 that destroys opposing creatures and planeswalkers when it enters the battlefield and attacks. So that is the main deck, the mana base, a lot of dual lands, as you'd expect, a couple of Lair of the Hydra and a Cave of the Frost Dragon as creature lands. It'll be interesting when the new Restless Prairie comes out from Lost Caverns of Ixalan, whether this finds a home in sort of Selesnya go wide tokens decks. It's a very powerful creature land, but obviously has the disadvantage that it comes into play tapped. So that'll be an interesting kind of balance to strike there. So you see what that can do. And then we're also running Iganjo, Boseiju, and some Mutavaults as well, just to give us some additional creatures and potentially the ability to crew our vehicles as well. And then in the sideboard, we've got 1 copy of Gigantha as our companion, as this deck fulfills those requirements, as a lot of the decks we've played recently do. And then we've got a couple more portable holes if we need some more early interaction. Shaper's Sanctuary, which allows us to kind of combat those decks that run a lot of targeted removal, so the kind of Rakdos decks, so that whenever a creature we control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, we can draw a card. Destroy Evil, dealing with powerful creatures and enchantments. Phyrexian Revoker, 1 copy of that to shut down opposing planeswalkers and the like. 4 copies of Unlicensed Hearse, so that's our additional graveyard hate that also happens to be a vehicle, so fits quite well in with this deck. Night of Autumn, again, another utility card, not dissimilar to Tranquil Frillback, putting +1/+1 counters on it, destroying artifacts or enchantments, or gaining 4 life. Frillback's just probably a little bit better for the most part. Archon of Absolution, flying protection from white, a good way of shutting down opposing go wide strategies, and then another Sky Sovereign in the sideboard if we want another one of those as well. So that is the deck, Selesnya Vehicles. We have played a Selesnya Vehicles deck before. It seemed to do quite well, but we are now running the Huntsman's Redemption, and Selesnya does give you access to cards like Voice of Resurgence, which you wouldn't get in the Gruul version of the deck, which may help kind of increase the consistency of this card. We'll see. I'm not yet convinced by this, so let's see how it does. Thanks very much for watching. As ever, hit those like and subscribe buttons. And yeah, let's go onto the ladder and see how we go on with some more vehicles. Okay, we have elves, we have vehicles, we have a Voice of Resurgence. Yeah, this looks pretty good to me. So I am going to open with the brush land, just so I don't have to make a decision about our pathway yet, although it is a little painful in terms of land. Okay, our opponent's on a Sprits deck, so that's useful to know. So let's have this as green, I think. Let's play Voice of Resurgence. Another elf. And depending on what our opponent does next turn, we can potentially hit them with a Sky Sovereign. Okay, they do have Curious Obsession. Is it worth going for it? So they could have the 1 mana, the 3 mana remove counter spell. I think it's worth going for at this point. Yep, no, that was always a possibility. We do get a 4/4 out of it though, so it's not the end of the world. So I think we should drop an Seeker's Chariot here. Yep. Yeah, no, Voice of Resurgence is very good against the Spirits deck, so we will definitely be keeping that in. But in the meantime, let's pop in more portable holes. Take out Giant Killer. Destroy Evil does get rid of Curious Obsession, but I'm not that fussed, I don't think. Let's put in the other Sky Sovereign. What else could we potentially take out here? Tranquil Frillback is okay. Huntsman's Redemption. Archon of Emeria. Yeah. Well, don't need Scavenging Ooze, actually. Let's take that out. Apart from that, broadly happy with where this deck is at against Azorius Spirits. Don't think there's anything else we need to bring in. Could bring in up. It's a bit slow for 4 mana, and by the time that comes out, they've probably got enough mana to be able to just attack us with what they need to anyway. Yeah, this seems decent. Yes, this is a good hand. We've got a couple of potential turn 1 plays, build up to a Huntsman's Redemption. It's all good. Okay, so they don't have a 1 mana play, which is good, so we can play Elf. Fair enough. Let's follow up with an Elvish Mystic. And a Heart's Desire. Okay, they're going big on Portable Hole. Don't have Curious Obsession though, so that's a good sign. So let's attack with our 1/1. Let's play Archon here, I think. No, fair enough. I'd rather run that into a counterspell than anything else we're doing here, so let's attempt to portable hole. Okay, fair enough. So let's play Lovestruck Beast. See if they can be tempted into trading with my 1/1. Okay, let's try and land Elishnorn here. No? Okay. Okay, let's play Elf. Let's attack with our Lovestruck Beast. Now let's play the Huntsman's Redemption. Okay, so what are we doing here? So I think the plan is to go and grab Steel Seraph, because they're going to try and kill us in 2 turns, I would imagine. Attack for 5, use their Mutavault to block. Yep. Okay, we know they're out of gas, so let's sack our 3/3. Go grab Steel Seraph. Play it. Should be enough. Yep. Good game. No, I don't think this is a keepable hand. This is slightly better, although double Mutavault is not the best. You do have some quite hungry mana requirements, so I think let's pop away one of them. Now let's start with our elves. I'm shaking it up a bit here. Could have played Elvish Mystic first, but I don't play by no rules. So let's drop the 5/5 now, because it looks like our opponent may be playing control. Yep, indeed they are. So that could be Doomscar. Uh, hmm. Yeah, let's just pass the turn here. Could have attacked with Mutavault. Yep. That's a bit depressing in terms of mana, but it is our own fault, I suppose. We did put the Mutavault back. Well, they really are determined to ruin my day, aren't they? Land! Okay, I'll just play another Llanowar Elf. Okay, down comes Lotus Field. Okay, and they do have discontinuity, sure. Right, let's play the Huntsman's Redemption. Not thrilled about having to use it to potentially just go and get a land, but... Okay, I think we'll scoop this one up, as we haven't drawn a land in about 6 turns. So... Shaper's Sanctuary. Phyrexian Revoker. We've got Redain, we like Redain. So fussed about Sky Sovereign in this matchup. Or Giant Killer. Portable Hole does hit Beanstalk, so that's probably worth keeping in. Yep, this is a keepable hand. Again, Voice of Resurgence. Less good against this kind of control because it's more tap-out control, but... Okay, so they're going for an early Strict Proctor, but they have overplayed their hand a little here. So I'm going to stick it under a hole. Exile? How rude. Oh well, let's play Chariot while their shields are down. Okay, smells like Doomscar to me. So is it worth playing? It's probably worth playing the Huntsman's Redemption, just because that will start ticking up. And they do need to hit another white land before they can play Doomscar, so they might miss. Yep. Okay. So they're less likely to fall for my portable hole trick again. And being on the draw becomes much less good trying to use it against Strict Proctor, because you do need 3 mana to make it work. So I think I'll just leave in the 2 copies of Portable Hole. Don't think we need Scavenging Ooze, so we'll take that out and we'll replace it with Archon of Absolution. It is protection from white. Yep. This'll do. I'm full of surprises today. So let's drop Elf into Elf. Okay, they've got the combo. No, they don't. They don't have a Lotus Field, but that's good to know. So we could, again, get rid of this. So let's pay 2. Play Voice of Resurgence. Well, as we got 2 of them, I don't feel quite so bad just dropping a chariot. Yep. We get a 4/4 out of it, so it's not the worst. Okay, that is a desperation move, so that's good. So let's play Chariot. Send Elf at the Emperor. 5/5 at our opponent. Pass the turn. They may have a Doomscar now. Or Farewell, that would also be quite bad. Yep. Nothing we're doing about that. So let's play both sides of Lovestruck Beast. Gives us a quick rebuild. Okay, so let's play Tranquil Frillback. Let's pay green again. Let's destroy their Beanstalk and exile their graveyard. Do they have a Wrath? No. No, just discontinuity. I can live with that. Okay, I'm going to draw a card before it resolves. Okay, they're now out of stuff to do, hopefully. Ooh, yes. Very tasty. Okay, well, they've got a million mana, but as yet, nothing to do with it. So let's attack. Play Elf. Put Gigantha in our hands. Play a land. It's all good. Excellent. Okay. It's going very well. Okay, we are on a run of being on the play. This is a difficult one. If our elf survives, turn 3 Chariot's pretty good, but opponent's not playing a companion. We don't have any clue as to what they're doing. I'm going to ship this one. Yep, that's better. So let's pop away. Probably duplicate voice at this point. This is a tough one. Yeah. Okay, so the opponent also seems to be playing some sort of green deck, so let's play Voice of Resurgence into another elf. Mono green. Yep. A array. So let's play a Seeker's Chariot. Let's just try and hit them for as much damage as possible before they can effectively do anything. That's fine. So let's crew our chariot, attack, copy our cat. So if they block, we'll just play another chariot. Might play another chariot anyway. Just to get the tokens and just try and go past them. No? Okay. I think that's probably still worth doing. Yep. Yeah, let's just go as wide as possible. Potentially giant killer, whatever they play next turn. Okay, just Khan I could live with. Tough choice for them here. I want to go and get Haywire Might. I can't activate my chariot. Well, they've got Khan on the battlefield anyway. Chariot of their own, okay. So can't cast Sky Sovereign. Do we kill their troll? Let's send 2 cats at Khan. Everything else at our opponent. That's fine. Killing it isn't necessarily essential. I just want to stop it from activating again so they can't get like Portal to Phyrexia or anything like that. Let's play another elf. So we've got a lot of mana, but we are currently presenting 15 damage. So they will need several more creatures. That alone's not going to do it. Chariot. So they do currently have enough to survive. So let's play this slightly differently then. Let's play Sky Sovereign. Kill Khan. Let's crew Chariot. I think we're just ignoring Kiora here. So try and get as much of their stuff off the battlefield as we can. Play Giant Killer. Okay. Grindy, but good first game. So, mono green. Mono green as a deck. So let's pop in our other portable holes. Phyrexian Revoker I quite like here. Tranquil Frillback's good. Knight of Autumn I think is decent. Redain is good. Destroy Evil. Yep, let's pop those in as well. Let's take out Sky Sovereign. Voice of Resurgence here. They do everything at sorcery speed. One Lovestruck Beast. Yep. No portable hole is not ideal, but we do have Revoker, so... Okay, and they do not have a turn 1 play, so... Just a forest. So let's play Heart's Desire, followed up with Revoker. Kiora. That is the right Kiora, isn't it? Hang on a sec. Yep. Slightly embarrassing that I never bothered to read the card, but quick Google. It's because I don't play mono green. Okay, let's drop Lovestruck Beast into play here. Pass the turn. We are moving a bit slowly. Okay, let's pop Tranquil Frill back into play. Let's eat their graveyard. Pass the turn again. Okay, draws them cards but doesn't do anything else. I think this game's running away from us, though. They've just got so much mana now that I don't think it makes much difference, so give it maybe one more turn, see what happens. Yeah. Alright. That'll do me. So, anything different on the play? No. Just do it quicker. Ugh. No green mana. What a tragedy. I mean, that's not very good either, but at least it's got. Yeah, I think we're keeping that. Okay, Redain is at least a decent draw. Ooh, no land. Okay, let's pop Redain into play. And another Elvish Mystic. Okay, they've got land now. How disappointing. Let's play the Huntsman's Redemption. Pop Gigantha in our hand. Pass the turn. Mana Screw just isn't a thing that happens to this deck. It's remarkable, to be honest. Like, how has this happened to me? They didn't have any land 2 turns ago. Oh, they're scared enough of my Huntsman. Let's just grab a Temple Garden. I think we're super dead here, but just give it one more turn. can't go over the top of this deck. Once they get going, there's nothing we can really do. Needed that second portable hole. That might have been enough. Portal to Phyrexia, probably. Yep, that'll do me. I'm going for a lie down. Ah, that's a shame. We almost had them there. I think if we'd been able to take out that second elf, we might have been alright. But yeah, it just shows the power of mono green. They can draw themselves out of land drought incredibly quickly. But on the whole, I was quite happy with how that deck did. Needs a little bit more testing and refining, I'm sure, but I enjoy the interactions between various cards. Didn't get to do the Voice of Resurgence sacrifice to Huntsman's Redemption Chapter 2, but Voice of Resurgence did great work. Good to see this card doing a bit of doing a few numbers in the format. So yeah, that's the deck one more time. Let me know what you think in the comments, and thanks very much for watching.